Hello and welcome to London Bridge Project YouTube channel. Today we are together with Hardy. Hardy, welcome.
Thank you.
It's good to see you. And Hardy, can you tell us more about yourself, first of all, because we want to know you.
Right. My name is Hardy and I'm an IT professional. I've been living in UK from last 10 years. I moved to UK from India.
Wow.
And
it's a great country.
It is
full of opportunities.
Exactly, yes. A lot of IT professionals come from India.
It is really.
And when I moved here, at that time, there was a special visa called HSMP. It's a highly skilled migration program where you move from, if you are an experienced professional. Yep.
Oh.
And then
so you educated in India as well? You did finish your university, I guess?
Yes, my education was all from India. I did graduation in computer applications. Then I did masters in IT.
Oh, so it's a loss for India, but gain for the UK, I guess, huh?
Well, it's a different set of life. So I always wanted to go out and live in different countries. I lived in Southeast Asia for a few years before moving to UK. And when I was working in India, I never thought of leaving India.
Oh, really?
Ever, yeah.
Wow, interesting.
But it just happened one day. Someone called me and said, like, we're looking for an IT professional. Would you like to join us? And I said,
so
why
the
not?
opportunity just came to you. It's lucky, I guess, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So you moved to the UK 10 years ago. So how your UK adventure started? You started as a professional or directly going entrepreneur? How you started?
No, when I moved here, I had a visa for 2 years initially. So part of the program was that you need to prove that you can live in the UK for within 2 years of your first 2 years of your life.
So you need to satisfy a certain performance criteria.
Exactly. So main aim was to sustain a job first of all in the UK.
Yeah.
So when I came here, I started looking for jobs, gave few interviews around, and luckily I got a chance to work for a PPC campaign company called Jellyfish.
Jellyfish.
So so it's a marketing agency, and I worked there for a year and a half, and that gave me a good chance to work with people who live in UK and get used to. And also
you get familiar with the business culture.
Exactly.
And the life in the UK. Was it hard to get familiar with it, or?
Well, I think since I've worked with international clients before, it wasn't that India, so while I was working in India. That gave me so the experience working with multinational companies in India gave me a chance to get settled quickly in the UK.
Oh, great.
So I would say working with an international company is a boost. Before coming to UK, because you are used to these communication style, the way
different approaches, different understanding, not only English speaking, but also culturally.
Exactly,
jokes are even different.
It was about 10 years ago now.
Wow,
I moved to UK in 2007.
Great. So how you become an entrepreneur, how your story has started. I know you are running a very successful IT company, but how you started at a very early stage.
Yeah. So I always had in my mind to start my own company when I started working. It's just about getting used to the environment first of all. So while working with Jellyfish, I got really good exposure of working with different clients, and
so you see what they are looking for, you understand the needs,
understand the needs.
Great.
And so when I left Jellyfish, I started working as a consultant for other companies, and in 2012, I really wanted to start my own company. So I quit my full-time job, which is really hard.
It is
really hard because you haven't have a full-time.
Yeah, it's expensive to live in the UK, all the responsibilities, and it's competitive.
Yeah. So since my background was IT, and I wanted to start a web development company. So we are currently working with NHS, cargo companies across UK, where we're building platforms, cloud platforms, integrating data between third-party applications. So our main business is Web Equator as a web development company. But the core bit is to work on integration platforms.
So I just want to ask the real question. Right now it's a successful business, it's growing, going. But when we go back to old days, the first couple customers are very important. How you find them, how you engage with the customers, what kind of network did you do to achieve, convincing them?
So I think in an IT world, you can easily find customers online because there are a lot of freelancing websites available. So what I did was, after quitting the job, I registered myself into these online sites where people are looking for developers online because you don't need to be in an office on site to do the work. You can do any web development work from anywhere in the world. So I registered myself on the online websites, and I had a few handful of friends across the globe.
So immediately start working internationally.
Yes, I think because it's all about contacts, because you can deliver web development projects from anywhere in the world. So I started with small. I had few handful customers at that time. I was doing the development. I was doing the client communication. I was doing the invoicing. So everything was one man band. Yes. Obviously,
zero to hero.
Zero to setting up a small IT company. So it took me around 6 months to get used to working from home. Setting up the
Do you
website.
remember your first customer meetings?
I think I remember one of the meetings happened, and after leaving Jellyfish, I worked for another IT company in Marlow, and from there I had few friends who were working as a CTO in that company, saying, "Look, I've got a project to do. Do you have time to take on the project?" So at that time, that kicked off on one project to 2 to 3, and then we carried on from that side. And we're still working together from that time,
and 10 years, so.
From 10 years, and it has been a really good journey.
Wow, it is. So you're kind of lucky, but the luckiness comes from your deliverables. So you successfully completed the project, get used with the environment. You have a case reference in here to prove yourself. But there are also some new customers without knowing you. And what might be the challenges of facing new customers? What are their expectations? What they want to see? Even now, you are a mature company having successful stories behind you. Having a new customer on board. What are the challenges? What kind of preparations you need to make?
So, challenges. I think the main challenge is understanding the requirements from the customer, because once you understand the requirements, it's easy to deliver it. So a lot of communication between the customer and us to understand the requirements to deliver the project.
So when you're communicating the customers, as the UK is a purely international country, there are people from everywhere. So does it make any difference to work with the different guys?
It depends upon the requirements as well, because sometimes customer knows what they want to build, but if the requirements are not clear enough, then you need to have more meetings with the customer to understand what they want to deliver. I personally don't see any issue in terms of working as different cultural backgrounds, because if someone is settled in the UK and they know how things work in UK, then it's easy to communicate with them.
Let's think about the new company who are settling in the UK and start doing business in the UK and selling their product or services. How they go in front of the customers or candidates?
So I think the main thing is communication, knowing the environment, knowing the setup, how UK works. The main requirement, which I think to work in UK, is knowledge of your domain. If you know in-depth knowledge, you have knowledge around it, then you can easily get settled in UK.
Okay. Thank you, Hardik. Thank you for all the information and sharing your experiences with us.
Great.
We are very happy to have you in our channel.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching us and joining our channel. We will have more interviews very soon, and we will talking about the sales ecosystem in the UK and sharing the experiences of our customers or non-customers, doesn't matter.